When I was a little girl, pain was like a friend of mine. It played with me on merry-go-rounds. It slid with me on slides. It was my shadow on hot summer days. It was the mask that covered my smile. One day, my mother and stepfather's words were at war. Their words were cascading off their tongues and hitting the walls like bullets. His tongue was a loaded gun ready with the barrel aimed at her heart. She was the beautiful dove with a damaged wing that only wanted to fly. Their words were deafening to my ears like bombs. I wish the horror could stop. I just wanted silence to hang in the air like paper planes on a string. When I was a little girl, pain was like a friend of mine. They went on like a tune on the radio that I wished I could turn down. I had enough. I remember yelling at them to stop, but my voice faded into the noise between them. My heart pounded like a heavy hammer on a nail as I wedged myself into the chaotic space that held them captive. I wrapped my frail arms around my mother's waist as if to hold her temple from crumbling. I came to save the day. I wanted to be the superhero, ready to save the victim from the villain. I wanted to be the knight in shining armor, ready to save the damsel in distress, but little did I know that my small frame was no match for these giants, for they were my Goliaths and I was no David. When I was a little girl, pain was like a friend of mine. I could only imagine the pain my mother held inside, like bitter wine in an old barrel. The thought of it weighed heavy on me like iron chains around my wrists. The pain paralyzed the beating of my heart. The blood ceased to flow. I became blinded by the fear of love, the fear of putting my heart in someone's imperfect hands that could choke all the love I could possibly give. But before I fell in the ditch while walking blind, I gave my past to the Lord, and I humbled myself. Through that, I gained the strength to smile at tomorrow. I gained the strength to pull back the curtains, open the window to let the light in, and air out the pain that crept up the walls. I am no longer that little girl with a friend called pain and a giant called fear. For God has taken me and wrapped me in His image and has made me a work of art despite my broken frame. Now He holds my fragile heart and kisses my scars. He leans in close and says, "Let me love you. Let me stand beside you, for I will never let you go. So don't ever be afraid to spread your wings out and fly, for I have painted the skies a marvelous blue for your eyes to see."